Hi guys, welcome back to another P3D version 5 video. We are once again taking to the skies with the FSLabs A320, one of my favorite aircrafts in P3D. And yeah, I've been flying them a lot of Airbuses lately, but it's just because of me running out of USB hubs. So I thought it was a good chance that I can't connect my FMC for the Boeings. And because there are pretty good Airbuses out there, probably some of the best ones, right, are Airbuses in terms of simulation depth, Tolis, FSLabs, etc. Phoenix in Microsoft Flight Sim. And today we are donning the Braathens livery, small regional carrier in Sweden, flying mainly charters and regional. I think the A320 is probably used for charters more, but we'll fly from Landvetter, brought to you by Orbex, to Arlanda, also brought to you by Orbex. So a short, sweet regional flight. I've actually flown with Braathens, but I think that one, I think it was with their A320s as well, but I think it was from Gothenburg to Bromma. But since I don't really like the Bromma scenery I have, or I need to tweak that a bit, I thought the Arlanda would make sense. Plus, Braathens nowadays are not gonna really operate as their own airline, they'll mainly do wet leases for SAS, so they'll be flying to Arlanda anyway. Basically spelling the death for Bromma Airport. But yeah, not much else to say. It's a very beautiful livery. I am a big fan of it. So let's jump in and get started. This is already my second take actually on this. I tried to do a flight already, but for some reason the EFB crashed. And those of you who know, have watched some of my previous videos, they do know I'm a big hater of the EFB that causes crashes. I really hate that. I just think it's too many variables, right? So sometimes that almost makes me feel like, why did I get an EFB? But yeah, could be worse. I mean, I think it's worth it in the sense that the EFB comes with the ESSA model, right? And you want the sharklets. This one isn't the sharklet model though, it's the winglet, or whatever you call these small ones. But yeah. Oh. Why did I get this one up? I don't need that, I think. Yeah, we already have the jetway. But let's get started here on the inside. I mean, to be frank, I do prefer having an EFB than not having one, but I do hope that they don't have crash issues. I just noticed a tendency for that, for example, with PMDG. Let's do backflow low, where it sometimes crashes, but also now with the FSLabs. I think that was my first one I had. And it's annoying, right? Because it's not a sim crash. Maybe we can put these to the normal. It's a bit cold out there, right? I think it's like 3 degrees in Gothenburg. Let's start all of these CDUs. And for those of you interested, I think it's the CFM version that we're flying with the Braathens. So that's good to know. Let's put in the chokes. So we have those. Yeah, they're directly put in. But yeah, I think you can kind of see it. They're a bit more chunkier, not as long. Let's see if we have any. We don't have that much traffic here actually. It's very dead. Just an ATR, some other stuff. One Ryanair. So nothing to compare with really, right? Because that's also Norwegian static, and then the SAS ones when they back in the day when they flew the 737. Good times. Let me put also the TCAS because I like having that ready. We can also do the ATSU immediately, as we will need that in order to get the boarding started, which takes a bit of time with the FSLabs. So put it like that. Let's see, we should be having this in pounds, which we do because I had to change that, so that's perfect. Anything else? We can prepare pack X while we wait and just wait with starting it. ESGG, ESSA, I think this is our actual flight number. altitude. Just putting in some details here. So normally 320. Let's put like 78 with Wi-Fi. We'll do SAS. I don't think I have anything for Braathens. I mean, they are gonna be flying them wet leased, so I guess it makes sense. Safety, SAS, initialization requested or required. Let's actually have a look at that by looking at our messages. Oh wait, here we can just double check. I think this is the only thing we need to cancel, and then we can send the online flight plan data, and we should soon get a load sheet. So we got the message first. We can also request the departure ATIS. Let's see. We can also put these screens on, right? No point having them closed off. Let's see if I also do a Tolis flight. That's my next one for the channel. Would be nice to do one close proximity of each other. Yeah, let's wait with the weather radar. Also the A340 was upgraded, so I should actually fly that one next, but yeah, let's see. We did send that, right? We just haven't gotten the load sheet yet. For whatever reason. Let's go on back and check if we... Now we got the load sheet. Yeah, this looks correct. I'll accept. I'll go to boarding. I'll start it immediately. I'll do the same with this. Here I'm just gonna check a bit different CG than I had when I first was gonna do this flight, so 3.2.7. That's good, or 7.4 to be exact. We don't need the pushback tug. Let's have a look on the outside. We don't need to board the crew. Disarming slides. That's cool, they are opening the doors. Lights comes out automatically. Yeah, that's a cool feature. I really like the GSX integration you have with this plane. Let's see if actually before we start doing any calculations here, if we do have the doors open. I think I can open the left, that should be open, which it is now. Very nice. We can already write the airport in there. Since I did this once, I'm just gonna quickly go through this. This I do remember. The flight plan. We won't be having any... No, we will have Star Alto. We won't have any Vias. In terms of init data, 132.4/32.7. Fuel on board is 12.8, which does align with what we have in the flight plan. We should have some extra time, but maybe not a whole lot. Let's see what these ones are. In the last one I did was like 146, 146, 149, 64 in flex. These do all look correct. Apart from that, I do want to go with I think it's 1004. Let's have a look. We have put those to nav, APU. I'm gonna put the beacon so that we have that. I'll just do the oxygen mass test as well. looks good. I'll arm the... oh, sorry about that. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes it gives this weird electrical signal, but yeah, we have the speed brake arm, so we don't have to do that later. We can put everything here so that it's ready to rumble when we get the go ahead. Oh, sorry, I used the dot. Let me have a look. What's this? Pilot to ATC. We don't need to double start it, so I'm just gonna import. I don't think, because I think this needs to be in hectogram, right? Let's have a look. It should be a 0. So 2965. Okay, so it was correct. I should just change that. Hate that the button for the dot is the same. There we go. Dry. This one was a bit different, right? Let's close that. Same with the door, since we've often had problems with that. Air conditioner on, no anti-ice. We'll do 2. We'll have flex, dry. Let's see what we're getting. 146 and 149 maybe. Actual takeoff maximum. What's off here? What are they talking about? Some obstacle? Let me see if I do 3-2. Huh. Never seen this before.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's try that with optimal.
When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin is full after you put your carry-on inside of it, please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers.
Let's try to recalculate, see what we get.
Please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card in the seat back in front of you. Please make sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are
Let's see, can we do this? Planned takeoff versus actual takeoff. Let me have a look here. So we have the 0 fuel. Now it's working. Okay, it's probably just something that seemed to be off. 146, 146, 149, flex 64, 09 down. Okay, so a bit more down on the step trim. But otherwise it looks... I don't know what was happening with this side. It looks much better now. 146, maybe it was just me being too hasty. Need to remember to write down 0.9. It was still 6.4, right? For the flex, yeah. Good, now we have everything set here. So let's do the pilot to ADC one. And I'll just put it here so you can see. You see no long flight. Interesting that the airports are both a bit, so there's Gothenburg, the airport's a bit away. Here's Stockholm, the airport is also a bit away. So there's a bit of traveling time. Laban. Wait, was that the SID, the one I already put? Let me see. So Laban. Star, that should be Elto 7. Approach should be the vectors to one left. We can connect to the sim with our Braathens flight. And we can file it. And we can switch the channel. And I do really like the livery of these new Braathens, if you specifically compare. So these are the new ones, right? Or new and new, but a bit newer compared to some of these older ones when it's more of a Norwegian brand, but yeah, not the nicest. Not bad, quite iconic, but this new one, specifically on the A320, looks pretty decent, I would say. Not the most spectacular one, but it's... I like the kind of grey stuff and their color mix. A bit of fresh air in that sense. But like very neutral colors though at the same time. Okay, so let's put that. Let's have a look on the outside. It's looking quite dark. So there seems to be some bit of an overcast. You can see it's snow here. There won't be snow around us because of the photoreal, but of course nice always with a bit of snow. I think we're done otherwise with the boarding, right?
Can we finish our boarding process a little faster back there? See what we can do. No promises.
I haven't seen anything. Let me check what the GSX says. Yeah, boarding is completed, so that's nice. Let's start the APU then, or open the APU. What do you call it? The door. And then we'll start it. Should pop up at any second. Flap. Yeah, the flap. So we open that. We can start. Anything else we need to push back to the right? Braathens 4003, ready to copy IFR clearance.
We are ready to go when you are.
So 08 4112.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight.
Okay, so we have the
with service to Stockholm. Our flight time will be roughly
we have the what's it called?
Now that the cabin door
The
is
squawk.
closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now
Starting
shut
the
down and
APU.
Braathens 4003 is cleared to Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha. Climb via the Lava 3 mic departure.
Okay, so I'm
Laban
okay.
transition, then as filed. Climb to
Some
flight
okay
level 080
viewpoints.
via the departure. Expect higher clearances 4 minutes after departure. Approach on 124.2. Squawk 4112.
Okay, the APU should be ready now since it's switched away. I'll put on the APU bleed.
Altimeter is 2965 ground on 121.9 Braathens 4003.
We can close that door. Yep, looks like it's closing. We can disconnect the external power since we have the APU. We can dismiss the APU, or sorry, the GPU. The shocks as well, because we should have parking brake set, which we do. Braathens 4003, ready for pushback.
Braathens 4003 pushback approved.
Sorry, I'm just gonna
Pushback
check that my
approved.
taskbar
Braathens
settings are
4003.
correct. They are. Okay, we got pushback clearance. Let's see. And now they're getting the GPU away. That's nice. We'll request pushback. Probably waiting for the GPU to leave. Let's see if they disconnect automatically the jetway. Let's hope. Maintenance. Nothing to do here. That's the one I pressed last time and crashed the game. So I have no clue why I didn't press the map. Ugh, don't want to do that. Let's keep a good flow this time. Do you want to request de-icing treatment? Nah, we don't need de-icing treatment. We'll be fine. Have they yet disconnected the jetway? No. But the guy should be walking up. Yeah, there he is. So just taking his sweet time. The Marshall. That one has already crashed into the... Some nice viewpoints that you get with it. I just wish you could have like the window a bit nicer. And that's general P3D thing. The clouds look pretty nice today. Let's see how the overcast looks. Seems to be quite a low one. I think the clouds would be fine if you could have more layers. I think they only have 2. And of course have the transitions not being like abrupt and direct. But oh well, can't get everything in life. Okay, we should go to the right, because then we'll take off, yeah. We need to ask for engine start clearance, I doubt it, but maybe we can do that. Braathens 4003, ready for engine start.
Braathens 4003 engine start approved.
This one we should also
Engine
set
start
to the
approved.
normal
Braathens
altimeter.
4003.
Let's have a look on the outside. Looks pretty good. Not sure why they haven't. So we're gonna do nose right, tail left. I'm actually gonna auto-undock the jetway, just so we don't get any issues with the jetway being connected. And we'll release parking brakes after I put the seatbelt signs on. Let's see if that did it. Yeah, good, it does that automatically. Parking brakes are released. So we are ready to go. I like this EFB with the bra. I tried the main one myself, but this one was a better looking one, if I'm being honest, than the one I made myself. It's quite easy to make the backgrounds, right? You just use paint.net and then you can kind of tweak those. Okay, let's start the right engine. It's not often I fly the CFM version. I usually fly the IAE. I don't know why, but I do prefer it visually as well. So we're leaving the ugly Gothenburg airport building. I mean, it's it's a very well made airport. I wish Arlanda could be upgraded to this one standard in certain regards. But it's just not a fancy airport. It's just very ugly, to be honest. I hope I don't offend anyone, but yeah, it's an ugly airport. Is that Vidare, maybe? Let's see, constrained arc. Available. Looks to have started okay. Let's start left engine as well. Number 1. Okay, parking brake set. We'll confirm good engine start. Braathens 4003 ready to taxi.
Braathens 4003 taxi to runway 03
I
minus
can put that to
26
max.
kilo.
That one is ready.
Hold short runway 03.
Let's wait until
Taxi
they
to
have
runway
disconnected and all
03
is
via
ready before we
taxiways Zulu,
do
Kilo,
more things.
Yankee. Hold short runway 03
Let's wait
Braathens
for the engine to start as
4003.
well. We'll do a 2-engine taxi out. But yeah, look at this beauty. It's I really like the FSLabs one. I know some people would be, you know, it looks old and stuff. This is just good enough for me. It's just a very well made model. Everything extra on top of these are plus. Hell, I even like the Tolis one a lot, so. Look at those pita tubes. Looks like we have both engines rolling very nicely. Even the left one now. We have this guy giving us the clearance now. So let me just change the viewpoint back to the basic one. I do wonder if they bought this, let me see, Braathens A320. Oh, they got their first A320s in 2023. So that's the charter. Okay. What? Oh, the A319. That must have been the one I flew. Because that one went to Bromma. And that makes sense. Oh, they're leasing these ones. Interesting. So they don't even own them. Unfortunately. Both engines started okay, so that's good. We can shut the bleed, the master, we'll put the taxi light, runway turn of lights. That should be good. Let's see. Full right with the ailerons. We can go up and down with the elevators. Full left. Neutral with everything. Rudder right, rudder left. Looks good. Let's put the trim. 09. Why is it so hard? Get us. 09. There we go. Flaps 2 to normal on that one. Putting on all that. Takeoff
Cabin is
config.
secure, ready for departure.
We can put that one in ready as well because Norman will call us. Takeoff normal. Parking brake released. We should be rolling slowly, so let's add a bit of thrust. Nothing too crazy, but a bit should be nice. And we are rolling. Very nice skies today. Let's see what they wanted us in terms of taxiing. I think they want us to turn here already. So it was Zulu Kilo Yankee. Yeah, this is Zulu. Okay, interesting. So it's already kind of assuming that we're out on Zulu. Okay, so Zulu Kilo Yankee, that's our taxi route. Check to our right, clear. Check to our left, very clear. Let's turn here. We can add a bit more thrust. I was shocked actually when I flew to, I think I said that in another video as well, when I flew to from Helsinki and some of these other ones when they were Well, I was going to Prague, but I went through like Helsinki, Brussels. I was surprised how fast they taxied. Like, I totally forgotten that you could really taxi that fast. Okay, let's see, we can put on the chrono. Anything else? We have takeoff, that's good. We can go back to the wheel one. I feel like we're giving a lot of thrust, but we should be moving faster. Is it affected by the ice?
Let's cabin secure for
Oh,
takeoff.
that was Norman.
Thank you.
Okay, what was it? Kilo and then Yankee, right? So to the right here and then to the left. Specifically the turns. I don't know why, but when you're like on the top, it feels like, you know, they're much more aggressive, the turns. But then when you're in the passenger seat, you know, even though they turn very abruptly, it felt very fine. So I guess it's just me being getting a bit dizzy with all the 3 screens, right? Okay, there we go. Now we're on Yankee. Now we can just taxi all the way down. Let's see how quickly it gathers speed up to 30 knots. Let's see if the wiper works. Yeah, looks good. Let's check with our passengers a bit, doing a quick public announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your first officer speaking. Welcome on board our flight. We'll be departing soon and we're aiming for a smooth flight.
I really like the clouds now. This is like true sky at its best. There are some better cloud types, but this is not bad. Really like how they do the overcast. Not saying it's very true to how it's in real life, but it's just very good. The art style works, so to speak. Okay, we are rolling down the runway. I'll brake a bit. Because we're going really fast actually. Let's have a look on the outside. Very beautiful. It's a bit weird when you have the kind of white snow here, and then when you look across you see the green. I mean, you can have that in real life as well, right? Depending on the area, how much snow. This is a bit higher up, right? But yeah. Interesting. Okay, let's see. We're now soon at the end, so we'll turn to the right, we'll ask for takeoff clearance, and then we'll take off. We should get it very soon. We'll go all the way to the end. Not sure if that will be needed in real life, but that's what we're doing.
Tower on 118.6 Braathens 4003.
Braathens. Come on, let's get it. Braathens 4003, ready for takeoff. No. God damn it.
Engine start approved Braathens
Well,
4003.
we can say we taxi with one engine. Braathens 4003, ready for takeoff. There we go, those are on.
Cleared for takeoff.
Left looks clear.
4112 Braathens 4003.
And right. Let's see if we can do this as a rolling start. It's a bit hard to do it on your own. Specifically because I need to look down here to see if I get it on flex. Because they're not really like perfectly set up, the thrust levers. Well, let's see. Okay, we're turning to the right. 9 flex.
Flex set.
Let's see, I think it should be right. So we have airspeed alive, 100 knots, confirmed or checked. 120. 140.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate. There we go, positive rate of climb. Bye bye Gothenburg.
Positive
Air
rate.
coming up. Let's see, we're getting speed very quickly. So I'll go to flaps 1, flaps 0 basically, we can almost immediately, we're very lightweight. And there we can see the greenness. So there is some areas here that are... Oh, and now we're in the clouds immediately. Lights off.
Approach on 124.2 Braathens 4003.
Going to lever climb.
Climb set.
Approach Braathens 4003 climbing to flight level 080.
Let me see what the climb clearances are. We can probably put this up to 29. We're gonna be getting that clearance very shortly as well, if I'm not mistaken. You can go to standard on this one. Can't really see too much, unfortunately. So we're climbing quite quickly. We have about 240 nautical miles left to our destination. Looks good above. Now we need to climb a bit more so we don't overspeed.
4003.
I do prefer the Boeing auto throttle in the sense that it does keep you, while this is more, you know, in these different detents.
Climb to flight level 150.
150, yeah, they're quickly giving us higher clearances.
Center Braathens 4003 climbing to flight level 150.
We don't need to keep this one armed. A bit to the left. I think we're slowly getting above the cloud base, but let's see. Let's turn to the right a bit. And a bit more to the right. Let's shut the landing lights. Seatbelt signs we can also remove. Let's have a look at how these clouds look. This looks like a really ugly overcast, but let's see once we get a bit higher up. Okay, we're above 10,000 feet, so we should be getting more thrust now. We can stop manually doing this, put on the autopilot. Prepare actually already for the landing. So ESSA. Let's not do, we don't need to do that, I think. 240 is the barrow. In terms of the info for the airport we're landing at, it's 1014 is the Our land QNH. It's minus degrees though, so we might have to use anti-ice. The wind is 07 at 6, so relatively calm. That's good. We have the info for our landing. Let's go back to flight plan. It's starting to look a bit better now as we get higher up. Now the clouds look really good actually. It's just a bit about kind of the viewpoint.
We join you in the cabin shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings without
Tax-free allowances. That sounds lovely. Let's see if we can get a good...
Climb to flight level 230 Braathens 4003.
a good banner from this. Yeah, that should be a nice banner for the video. Getting the sun in the background. Some okay looking clouds. There are uglier versions, but good. Okay, I'm gonna leave this on for a bit. I might pause it at some point. Need to do some things, but we'll get there slow and steady. Let's see, actually I just noticed that before I'm just gonna move one of these. There we go. Be right back.
Climb to flight level 290 Braathens 4003. Braathens 4003. Expect the ELTO-7 flight arrival with the altitude transition with vectors for the ILS approach to runway 01 left at Arlington. Expect the ELTO-7 mic arrival with the LTOG transition with vectors for the ILS approach to runway 01 left. Braathens 4003. Cross LTOG at flight level 110, then descend via the ELTO7 mic arrival with the LTOG transition to 4,000 feet. Altimeter is 29er for Braathens 4003.
Okay, there we go. Had to pause quickly since we are there we go. Had to fix my sound. I'm just gonna check it works. Good. Put this back. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks like we have some nice waffle clouds. Could be worse though. I must say though, I'm positive surprised by the active sky changing config. It has actually been better than the other one I tried. Look at this beauty of a plane. It is a very nice livery, and actually now I noticed that these are in a bit of a different silver tone than the Athens. So Athens. You could actually make this as an Greek airline almost. BRA Athens. That could be one way. Well, let's see, we're coming up on our top of descent. Let's see, we are on the right frequency. We'll descend down to 4,000. So we can put that in here. I don't think the interior textures are as bad. Some people do say that the FSLabs one isn't good. I mean, maybe not as good as the Airsoft one, but it's not bad. Should we check our landing, since we do have some extra time once we start descending? Oh, it's about 10 nautical miles out still. I think I did put this in right already. So let's have a look here when we write it. We're going one left, 150. It's probably changed a bit. Since I did take a break, right? 167. Temperature actually gone up a bit. And the altimeter has also gone, or the barometric pressure has gone up a bit. This all do seem to be correct, apart from that one. We'll do these. I think the landing weight, oh sorry, that was the wrong one. That was the pictures of the Braathens liveries. Actually, I'm gonna also open, sorry, this is the external hard drive, still loading all of these goddamn AGN files. Takes forever to move them. And then it got messed up in the middle, so I had to delete some half-finished one, because I do, you know, I don't want any errors. So I had to restart with some. Good times. But okay, let's check. We want to check the sim brief one, see what our estimated landing weight would be around that. And we can calculate 139, quite a low one, and it aligns with what we're being suggested here. So that's good. Let's see what weather we have once we reach. It's been the same now for a while, for better or worse. Looks very nice though down there with the photoreal. Okay, we can start descending actually. We're probably gonna be a bit above the VDEF. 290, 300, probably gonna go up to 1000. Let's see if we can. We have about 60, 70 nautical miles, and then let's see if they give us a direct for the approach. Anything interesting in the flight sim community then? Let's see. Like on my last flight, mainly 24 being the hot topic. Will be really interesting to see how that develops. But apart from that, it's a bit quiet. Oh, let's see, now the weather is changing. What are we gonna get? This wasn't too bad of a change. This is like an okay transition. I don't like it, but I'll accept it. Just Flight is still selling relatively cheaply a lot of their P3T stuff. The one I still want to get is the Canberra, the PR9. I think that one would be cool to have. I have the Vulcan. I tried to do one flight for a video, but of course, I'm trying to remember what happened with that one. The sounds didn't work. That was the issue. So none of the sounds worked. So I had a video full of me talking stuff, and then nothing recorded. And then what else? The Hawk T1, the Tornado. Tornado could be cool. Yeah, so there's some to buy, but I don't fly military that often. Interesting that the RJ Professional is already 24 compatible compared to the 146, which hasn't yet. But I guess it's the most popular variant, the Avro one. Let's see, have sim and explain org if there's any interesting flight sim discussions going on. I do doubt it though. EU Scotland has been updated. But that's the region one, right? So it wouldn't affect me. Let me check though, I'm gonna open Orbex Central. I wonder if they did some of these updates now when they had a bit of downtime waiting for Microsoft 24. Let me see if I can get this one to start. I'll go to the matter screen. This doesn't cover the nice views out of the airplane. Let's just switch to P3D. So I do also have X-Plane. I need to reinstall FSX at some point as well. It would be cool to fly in that sim just for nostalgia. Just haven't been able to make it work lately. Any updates? No products in queue. I'm gonna open Task Manager and just close the Orbex, I think. No point having that open. Taking valuable FPS. Oh, we already had one Task Manager open. Good times. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna show you. Look at this landing. There's some extreme crosswinds. This can't be... Oh wait, this is a game. Or no, is it real? This can't be real. This looks like a game, my god. The whole comment section is about people. God, I thought I was gonna have you a good, cool video from real life, like the one I showed with Datavice, but I was as equally fooled like the AvSim guys. Apparently, this seems to be though the theme of the whole video is that someone tried to pass it on as being a real to get all people to watch it. I don't like that though. Like, it's a bit like, let's say, even though I like to watch the Mentor Pilot channel, it's a bit phony with like some of those titles. I think like if you have good content, people will still come and watch. But I don't know, maybe it's about squeezing those final views that don't watch otherwise.
Braathens 4003 contact Stockholm approach on 126.65. Have a nice day. Approach on 126.65 Braathens 4003.
We're soon at 10,000, so should be prepared. Very interesting though.
Approach Braathens 4003 descending to 4,000 feet.
So your Navigraph has delayed their survey. Very interesting.
Continue descent via the ELTO7 Mike arrival, for the ILS approach to runway 01 left Braathens 4003.
Okay, what info did we get now? For the ILS arrival. That's good. We're soon at on the level of the clouds. The lights look really good in this sim. I mean, even though this sim has some time, but I mean, it was still being developed up until 2023. So I guess it's not that old. Some new PWDT for X-Plane. Just a lot of people spewing a lot of bullshit, not too much interesting stuff. Damn it. What did FSLabs release? Base 8? Is that some... Oh, it's a base. Interesting. Not a airplane. I do wait for the Nordic airports. I really want to get Helsinki and I might buy the Just Sim one, but I'm not too hopeful with that one. What happened again now with the... Oh, it's because we're getting a bit below the clouds. So you start look a bit weird. But yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of buying like X-Plane 11 stuff. I'm forcing it into X-Plane 12. Specifically since there's so many updates coming to the sim. And there's a lot of rumors about 12.2 gonna be like big in a positive way. Like good changes. Okay, let's see, we're going to 10,000 feet, landing lights goes on. Backflow can go normal, seems like I forgot that. We can also force the seatbelt sign on. Maybe even do a bit of a shout out to our nice passengers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on.
Soon we'll be in the clouds with our beautiful A320. Slowly descending. We're below 10,000 now. I think it's around 5,000, but let me see if I have it.
We have
So
begun our
TA
final
is
descent.
5,000, as it usually is. 240 is our,
Select any track one final
and it's
time.
115.
Tables as showed, and seats are in the
We
full
can already
upright
do this one, so we have it.
any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat cushion. Please complete all
There we
Wi-Fi
go.
related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Will we get any... Yeah, we should be getting a an approach briefing very shortly. So let's pay attention. We'll do medium auto brakes. We'll arm the spoilers. I think we should be fine. The VDEV is pretty good. We were able to catch up basically, so that's good. We need to remember the lights, so we can be a bit waiting in that regard. In the Atsu menu though, what we should do is ask our arrival ATIS. No information? Oh, that's no good. Are we sure there's no info? Can we get something in METARs? Here we go. ESSA 01150 at 7 knots. Broken at 3,300. Overcasted for 9,000. 1015. Okay, so we should be able to do a visual approach. I hope at least. Let's see now. Anything from our nice ATC just yet? Nope, nothing yet. Let's be prepared to cancel discontinuity and move in that way if the ATC doesn't wake up. Now. 1
Heading 115 vectors to
Five.
the ILS approach for runway 01 left Braathens 4003.
I could basically just do a direct. Let me check. We'll wait actually, we do 115 for a while and then let's see when we do the direct.
Heading
10.
105 Braathens 4003.
Let's wait, it's a bit of lag. 105, we can do that. We are still descending, so that's good. We want to be down at 2,500, so I'm just gonna set that in. I'm also gonna slow us down a bit. We can do 230. We're getting out of the cloud layers now. So let's have a look. Let's actually wait before we go down. I think clearance is only to 4,000 to be clear. We're now beneath, so we should be putting these to right QNH. I'm gonna put on the lights just so I don't forget since I'm a lone pilot. We're still in the clouds now, but we can see that we'll soon break out of them. Trying to figure out where we're at now. Oh, I know where we're at now. Borscht, I think this is.
Heading 115 Braathens 4003.
115. Following their awesome vectoring skills. Should hopefully soon get some more descent clearances, so let's see. Nothing as of yet. What's the speed they expect us at? 198. I'll do 220. (2,500 feet).
Descend to 2,500 feet Braathens 4003.
Flaps 1.
We can go flaps 1 as well. Should help a bit with the descent. I'll probably increase it to like 1,200. Let's see what they... That's not the airport. But there we have it. We can do the landing. Hopefully they give us some clearances to turn left soon enough. I'm gonna keep that direct for now.
Hi, Stormin. Yep, that's the cabin secure for landing. See you on the ground, bye.
Okay, we've been cleared for ILS.
Fly heading 040 cleared for ILS approach to runway 01 left tower on 118.5 Braathens 4003.
Cat 3 signal, yeah, that makes sense. We're not gonna do an auto land, we'll do a manual one. Let's turn off the auto throttle. Oh yeah, it directly went into the crazy mode since I had my throttles really high. go to
Flaps
flaps
2.
2. Add a bit of thrust.
Contact tower on 118.5 Braathens 4003.
Add a bit of thrust.
Altimeter is 29907 tower. Tower Braathens 4003 inbound for ILS approach runway 01 left.
Okay, call when established on final.
Runway 01 left.
Which
Will
will
call
seem
when
to be.
established on final Braathens 4003.
Let's go flaps 3.
Flaps 3.
Braathens 4003 established on final. It's looking good.
Cleared to land runway 01 left Braathens 4003.
They look to be really good. Let's drop the gears.
Gear down.
Pull back a bit on the thrusts. The landing gear should give us a bit of drag. So we should be able to go to flaps 4. AK flaps full. Okay, getting closer and closer. Going flaps full.
Full flaps.
Autopilot off. We're doing this the old school way. Okay, let's add a bit of thrust since we are. And not too much thrust either. Oh, that's a bit of a crazy dive. Not sure why it wanted us to die down. Maybe we were not descending good enough. What was it, 139, right? That was the VAP. We have a good enough. Let's go a bit to the right.
1000.
feet. Let's add a bit of thrust. And a bit more of thrust. And a bit more. Let's see now. And even more. Looking pretty good. Doesn't seem like we have any other planes. We're a bit low maybe on the speed. I'm gonna push up the thrust a bit. 400. Land. Yeah, it's looking good. Really nice to control this aircraft. 300. We'll throttle down a bit. 200. Maybe a bit high.
100. Minimum.
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard. 10, 5.
Spoilers up. Decel.
Thrust reverses green, active.
70
Well,
knots.
exit on the next one. Thrust reverse is deactivated. Speed brakes, flaps. Let's see if we can get some thrust into these engines.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
We'll open
the
the
local
flap.
time is 11:29 a.m. and it's currently about -1 degree Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the
Let's
aircraft
turn
is
to the right,
stop
and then let's do an immediate turn to the right.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Doesn't look like anything else is extended. Braathens 4003, ready to taxi. Close those.
Ground on
Open.
121.907 for taxi clearance. Braathens 4003.
Braathens 4003, ready to taxi. Braathens 4003, ready to taxi.
Braathens 4003 taxi to stand 18 via taxiways Yankee 5, Yankee, Zulu Juliet. Taxi to stand 18 via taxiways Yankee 5, Yankee, Zulu Juliet, Braathens 4003.
Now I don't remember where that one is. Gate 18. Let me check though. There we go. Should have it on the aerodrome chart. Sorry, the ground chart maybe. 18. Oh, I know 18, but I don't wanna do that. I wanna land here at in front of Sky City. So we'll do 17 instead, I think. Or 15. Now let's do 17. Let's do that one. No follow me requested. We can do SAS since we are wet leasing for them. Going full immersion. Let's have a look at the APU. It's up and about. The APU bleed can come on. I do want to put up the numbers of AI, especially at these airports. It's fine at like the bigger ones. There's so few AI. We want to have at least double this. I wouldn't make a dent even in the FPS. Okay, 17 is here. We'll turn to the left. We don't need to blind the people on the ground. We can shut the lights. It knows we're an A320, that's always a good sign. Let's see. Oh, a bit to the right. 2, 1, stop. Parking brake set. Shutting engine 2, shutting engine 1. Pretty good parking, I would say. Door rightly placed. Maybe this gate is a cheap one. It says 0 SEK in yearly fees. That would be pretty nice. So yeah, we reached our destination. Let's see if it's enough to just shut the seatbelt sign or if I do need to open the door. Let's just open it to be on the safe side and close it. So yeah, here we go. You really notice the age of this scenery just by, you know, considering the fact that it's the SAS 737s that are the most common type. Sucks a bit that we get this. We don't have those anymore. Deboarding, you can end it. 173, soft landing, let's save that one. Let's have a look at the replay. 260 should be enough. No, it was too short. 360 should be good enough. So let's see. I think it was generally a good approach. Maybe a bit high at the end. That will be my only kind of critique. A bit high, but otherwise pretty good. Maybe a bit to the left as well. Let's see if we do float a tiny bit. We hit down very smoothly. Almost on the center line. That's not bad. So yeah, We did it. And now I guess the way you would do this is just connections, request jetway. We have that. We could close that. We would request GPU. And then you would get the GPU that's coming out there. It would be nice for a profile where it came like from under here, so I guess that's where it would come from if it wasn't a GPU that's already built in here with the ground. I really like the ground textures, those are really good. I would mainly update the terminals, that's the only thing I would do, some updates. Try to give it more 3D, a bit like the terminal over there, the F1, where you can see through. Where are you going? Oh, it's reversing in. How's the jetway? Looks to be closed. We can open the door. Now if you do deboarding, you do it through the A car system? I will presume that, right? I've never actually can request a crew bus. Stand gate 17, right? Okay, we can request a crew bus. No, but that was the right. Here we have request deboarding. Deboarding requested. Okay. But good. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was a quite reasonable long one, short one. Flying the Braathens to the lovely Arlanda from Gothenburg. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, I guess it's until next time. Bye bye.